Hello, I have another story time. I promise, I can't promise, but the next video may be a game video. We will see though. Um, but yeah, not really story time. I feel like these aren't story times. It's just me chatting with you. And this one is more of classmates are not real friends. I mean, they're okay. Let me put this in preface. The title will be Classmates Are Not My Friends, but they can be if that makes sense. I have met tons of people with living here in Japan at the school I'm going to. And they're most of the time they're very friendly. When I first moved here though, I had to get used to not keeping those people in my life, if that makes sense. Um they they how can I say this? They are your friends because they're in the same class as you. And accepting that will help you make actual friends. Um, and I didn't really understand that the first 6 months I was living here. I would make friends in the class as classmates, and then after the classes switched, if we weren't in the same class, the next quarter, then we kind of just stopped talking. And I thought that was at first I thought it was very rude because I would think, oh, like, what did I do? It like, did something happen for these people not to chat with me anymore? But it was only the fact that you weren't in the same class anymore, so there wasn't a reason to talk to you. And sure, I'm friendly and I'll wave at them after, like, if I were to see them after school ends or something. Um, but for the most part, they are just classmates. And I feel like now that I'm coming to finish my schooling here, which I only have a quarter left. That's so crazy. Oh, thinking about that makes me want to puke. I only have a quarter left. I've been here for I'll whenever I finish, I'll have been here for 2 years, studying and living in Japan. And it wasn't until I want to say summer of this year that I came to terms that you don't have to be friends with everyone. You don't have to talk to everyone. You don't have to give everyone your WeChat or your line. And it wasn't until October that I pulled the trigger and I started removing like all of these people. Um, and I know like some people think it is rude, like, oh, just keep them, like, what's the point? Like, but it's not a matter of like pettiness or I want to like prove something, but it's more of just clearing the air, you know? Like there's no I don't like I said, I don't talk to you, I don't interact with you. So I shouldn't have your WeChat or your line because there's no point. Like there's not gonna be another time from now that I'm gonna chat with you. And the way I decide who I do keep is how much I interact with you outside of class, or if we change classes, how much we continue to interact with. And that's really the final factor of, okay, is this actually my friend, or is this a classmate just being friendly and we happen to exchange information? Um, so yeah, so over the month of October, not only friends, I did this for even friends in America, I did this with family and stuff like that. That if I'm like if you're showing me that that like there's no how can I say? Not benefit. I don't want to say benefit because I'm not asking you to give me something for my life. But like I'm just if it's just empty space, that's what I'm trying to say. If it's empty space, there's no point for you to be there. And like you shouldn't this would be my tip. You shouldn't force yourself to try and keep the empty space around if the empty space is always just going to be empty space. If that makes sense. Um so yeah, so I feel like this was a really good learning um learning opportunity for me so I can just keep pushing and moving for me to just, be more content with myself. Definitely since definitely since I want to say, what was it, March or something, that I don't know, when did I break up with my relationship? Yeah, like May. May, something like that. Since then, I've definitely, because I'm just out here in Japan, not alone anymore, but at the time I was basically alone. I've definitely been able to grow and become content with myself, you know? So yeah, so if you are struggling with not having friends, maybe you don't, but you shouldn't let that keep you down, because there's, what is it? 8 billion people in the world. You're gonna find a friend. Let's be honest. Unless you're absolutely crazy, just find another crazy person. Go to a psych ward or something. Maybe you could find a friend. I'm just saying. Um. So yeah. Don't keep yourself down. Keep pushing. Keep moving forward, and we're gonna make it out. This is definitely gonna be one of my shortest talk tos, but I will see you in the next one. Okay. Bye.